Ahoy Maloy, mateys! Welcome back to another episode of Talking in Teacups, the serious topic show with not so serious people. We are your host. I'm Cypher, joined alongside me, weighing in at over 375 pounds, Elbow.
Thank you.
Also, aka Armpit. If you don't remember that, that's a throwback. Aka Armpit, aka Pit.
You dead named me. I can sue you.
Elbow.
2300 Lyra.
2300 Lyra. Elbow, it's good to be here with you today.
It's good to be here with you as well.
And if you didn't know, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and TikTok, all at Cypher's Pit Gaming. And if you want to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/Cypher's Pit Gaming. We have some lovely tiers, and we'd appreciate the support. But if you can't do any of that, that is A-okay with me. Not with Elbow. Elbow hates you for it. He thinks you're disgusting.
I do.
You can go and watch for free here on YouTube. We also do can't really say that anymore for right now anyway. Maybe we'll get back to the live podcast. Who knows? Coming up next.
Live. I like having like 2 or 3 people in the chat.
All right, the next week we'll go back to live, or I guess the week after. So we'll take a week off and come back to live there. But coming up next, a baker's dozen. And if you didn't know, if you're first time watching, this is a news roundup of last week's biggest stories. So, multiple sources indicate that Xbox is looking to go third party with ports in development for PS5 and the Switch 2. This is the biggest news story that has occurred last week. So Xbox is potentially not going to focus heavily on consoles. They might still do digital consoles, but now they're thinking about putting Sea of Thieves, that was one of the titles I saw, on PS5 and Switch, because you know Sea of Thieves is originally an Xbox exclusive game. What do you think about that?
I'm not sure of all the implications.
It's like when Sega stepped out of the console game and they put Sonic on everything, so it's exactly like that. So now you'll be seeing
Halo now.
Yep, you'll be seeing Master Chief on a Sony console. Master Chief and Destiny. Ooh, that's nasty. In other news, the Marvel Netflix shows are officially canon to the MCU. They have been added to the official MCU timeline order on Disney+. Obviously, you'll only be able to see this if you switch your settings to TV or to allow TVMA products, but a lot of people were debating whether the Netflix shows were officially canon or were they, tangentially canon. And it's official. They are a part of the canon now. That's crazy, because there are some contradictions in the Jessica Jones episode, and I think also in Luke Cage they talk about Harlem, but they don't mention the Hulk, and Abomination destroyed half of Harlem. But that's fine. I'm happy that they're part of the main canon. Can Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. be part of main canon? Probably not. They went too off the rails. They went too far. You remember Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Where Phil Coulson came back and then never referenced the Avengers again. I haven't seen
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I've seen Defenders. I've seen Luke Cage. I haven't even seen Daredevil yet.
Daredevil season 1 and 2 I saw, and I saw Jessica Jones season 1. I was doing a binge and I never finished it. Iron Fist? Yeah, never seen Iron Fist. I never seen Luke Cage. I never seen The Punisher, and I never seen Defenders. Bring them all back. Bring them back. So the MCU, this isn't a news story, but this is tangentially related. The MCU is going through a small, like the teeniest, tiniest soft reboot, if you want to pretend. It's not really, but hear me out. So if you only watch the street level stuff, so say you want to start all over and you're like, okay, I don't know what's this, I don't know how to get into it, don't worry. Because the MCU is turning into comic books now. You don't have to watch everything. Just watch Daredevil, get you started. Daredevil 1, season 1 and 2. Then watch Defenders. You'll be a little bit confused who's all these other people. But if you want, you can watch the Netflix stuff. Then just go straight into, She-Hulk might be a bit much. But that'll see Daredevil come back. So I guess go She-Hulk. It'll still be ground level. So no, there's aliens, but it's not too crazy yet. So it's still ground level because she's a lawyer. Then you'll see Daredevil. Then go watch Spider-Man. What's the one? No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Because then you'll see Daredevil back again, and you're like, okay.
Watch Echo.
And then watch Echo, and that's your little soft reboot introduction into the MCU. There'll be some characters that you'll see that you'll be confused about, but it'll be a soft reboot back into the MCU where it's all ground level stuff, nothing too crazy. In other news, The Last of Us has cast their Abby. So for season 2 of the HBO series The Last of Us, Kaitlyn Denver has been officially cast as Abby, and this is going to be great. Have you seen season 1 yet?
I have not seen season 1, but it's on my list. I have to watch that.
I have not seen season 1 either. Don't feel bad. It is also made by the same person who made Chernobyl, and I would like to watch Chernobyl as well. So I heard Chernobyl got some good reviews, and the whole episode or the series of it was good. So I want to watch that.
Not to visit.
Well, actually, some daring explorers have been visiting it. So even though it's still radioactive, it's like you got to be kind of right up on something to really die from it, or it's such low levels of radiation. So yeah, it's not safe to live there for an extended period of time, but one trip you'll be fine.
No, dude, I heard that all those explorers, they woke up and their pubes were braided.
Well, there's a YouTube scientist that I watch. His name is Kyle Hill. He his thing was way too extreme. He said, I went to Chernobyl and I kissed a nuke, and he has it on the thumbnail. So he went there. Like I said, it's low levels of radiation. You don't want to stay there and live there, but it is still radioactive. Yeah, the Geiger counter was going beep 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 beep, or wicka wicka wicka, whatever sound it was, but it was crazy.
Wicka wicka is a DJ noise.
No, that's bricker bricker bricker.
Yeah.
All right. Amazon is set to lay off several hundred across their Prime Video and Amazon MGM studios. So a lot of studios and big companies are setting off to do some layoffs, such as Twitch, which is also part of Amazon as well. They're laying off the Twitch portion. They're laying off 35% of its workforce in the latest round of staff cuts. So these businesses, they're starting to dial back things. I know people are starting
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look to the person on your right. Now the person on your left. One of you will be gone by the end of the day.
Yep. And then, we our hearts are there for you. If you guys need a job, definitely hit somebody up. Not me, I don't have a job for you, but hit someone up. New York Times, or the New York Times, they face backlash for an essay speculating on Taylor Swift's sexuality. In quotes, this was the least defensible op-ed I can remember ever seeing on the New York Times run, says Vanity's Chris Wilman. So yeah, basically, T Swift was like, oh, I'm tired of, if I hang around a bunch of guys or whoever my boyfriend is, you're going to always put me in the publicist, I can't even say the word right now, you're always going to put me out there. But if I hang around a bunch of girls, maybe y'all leave me alone. So now people are like, oh my gosh, she hang around nothing but girls, she's clearly gay or she's bisexual. So it's like nothing she can do, you guys are going to give her a break. Leave that girl alone. I know that's y'all hero, but leave her alone, please. Let her have her life.
Most humans generally hang out with the same sex as they are.
I guess
that's a crazy thing. She only hangs out with girls, so she's gay. That's crazy.
I guess it's pretty gay to do that. Hang out with your bros.
Like what percentage of people who you hang out with are women?
For me?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess 0% if it's not my wife.
Yeah, that's close. I mean, I would probably say it's like 10% people I hang out with who are women who I just, let me go hit this person up and hang out with them. It's like 10%. And I usually hang out with them with other people. I'm not just gonna go hang out with some girl.
Yeah, no, that's drawing. Steve Harvey would absolutely say, well, let me tell you, homeboy, playboy, don't you be hanging out with no woman if you're married. You ain't got no business doing that there, partner. You got no business.
Wife cheat on him with like an Amazon driver or something?
I thought he cheated on his wife and got a new wife, and then cheated on that wife and got a new wife. That was his whole thing. You gotta think like a man.
Yeah, but then this new wife cheated on him with like her personal trainer or like an Amazon.
Could be the case. Could be the case. What Cat Williams said about his wife. I don't reflect those statements, but Cat Williams said some things. She don't do no interviews. That's what I'm talking about. Speaking of things being gay, Kristen Stewart says Twilight and filming it was pretty gay. She said that movie was pretty gay. She's been doing a bunch of interviews, and she also said Charlie's Angels was a good time or a good idea at the time, but she hated making that movie. It was
a good idea at the time. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, when she says idea, she means like, maybe putting all this women together and showing women power was good, but the execution...
No, that movie sucked, and it lost a bunch of money.
Yeah, the execution of it was a bit too much. Every other scene in it had to show, yeah, we're girls, we get it done, we're powerful, just like
men. What I found?
What?
Movies who have to say we're girls and we're badass generally doesn't have that amount of badass women, and they generally suck and they generally lose money. Yeah. Like, look at Quentin Tarantino, right? Quentin Tarantino made Kill Bill. Kill Bill has some of the most badass women in any lineup of movies. I don't think they ever said anything about it being a girl power movie or some kind of girl boss. But she is though. She just is. They don't need to say it.
Well, that's the secret to that is because their feet are showing, and we all know Quentin Tarantino loves seeing feet, so that's the reason why. As long as you show your feet, you're a badass.
At least Quentin Tarantino's looking at grown lady feet.
Oh man, catching them strays.
Limited advertisement.
I'll say this one thing about Dan Schneider. He made Ariana Grande do some crazy stuff. That's it. On the show. I mean. Which, because it fit his fetish. But, again, Quentin Tarantino made Uma Thurman. No, wait. Whose toes did he suck? It was,
Suck?
Suck. It was on that vampire movie.
Hayek.
Selma Hayek. Yeah, he sucked her. Oh, man. So, yeah. When a male director directs
I like to think that he did not like toes until that scene. And then he's like, this is my thing. This is what I do now.
Fair enough. But when I saw that, I'm like, he wrote this? Did he write this? Did he write that scene in there?
Robert Rodriguez. That's Robert Rodriguez's movie. He's just an actor.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Then it's not his fault.
But Robert Rodriguez is one of his best friends, so he probably went to him and said, "Rob, do me this favor. Look at this woman. She's so beautiful. I only want to do one thing."
Oh man, Hollywood, so crazy. You know what else is crazy?
And you know his brother. You've seen Dusk Till Dawn. You've seen Dusk Till Dawn, right?
Correct. Yes.
So Quentin Tarantino is Robert Rodriguez's best friend. So Quentin Tarantino probably could have got Burt Reynolds' part, George Clooney's part. Whereas George Clooney is like a badass, like he's like a ladies' man, and he's like always cool under pressure. And Quentin Tarantino is a schizophrenic. I like to think that he went to Quentin and said, "Hey, which one of these brothers do you want to be?" And Quentin's like, "Why would I want to be the schizophrenic?" And he says, "Well, he gets to suck on Salma Hayek's too." And Quentin's just like, "Sign me up."
That's funny. Speaking of things that are crazy, Capcom has decided to update all of their old games and their current games with new anti-mod software that will prevent people from adding mods to their games and also pirating their games, and fans are pissed. So those games include Resident Evil, Mega Man, and Monster Hunter. They're all opposing Capcom's new decision for this new anti-piracy software that will also block mods. Now, the reason why people are speculating this happened, if you remember from one of our episodes last year, there was a Street Fighter tournament going on. It was not an official tournament, by the way, but it was streamed on Twitch. And the person whose console they were streaming on, or PC, excuse me, they had on some spicy mods. So you could see Chun-Li a little scantily clad, aka she wasn't wearing anything. So that's why Capcom's like, mods are done. We're not doing mods anymore. Nope, you messed it up. Now you can't have mods.
Naked Chun-Li in a Street Fighter tournament? And it was streamed on Twitch? Oh, yeah. That's disgusting. What's the link to that Twitch so I can post it and people can know not to go there? Yeah. I need the link
for research purposes.
just for protest purposes. What's the link to this naked Chun-Li?
I'm sure if you search it up on Reddit, you'll be able to find it. Last week, we also reported that Steven Yeun dropped out of Thunderbolts, is playing Sentry, and I was saying, one of the lines was saying he needs to buff up a little bit if he's going to play that role, but it's also been reported, allegedly, that Sentry in the Thunderbolts is going to be a skinny person. He's going to be like a loser who then gets the powers of a god. So it actually made sense that, okay, we got Steven Yeun, who's a bit skinnier, to play Sentry, who's more buff, akin to Henry Cavill, because maybe they'll just put a suit on him or something along those lines. So yeah, that's the latest rumor for the Thunderbolts, is that Sentry is going to be a skinny dude or skinny loser who gets the powers of a god. And lastly, in the news, the new Battlefield game could have the most realistic destruction physics effects in the industry. Now, the Frostbite engine is pretty powerful, so we've seen some amazing things, especially with Battlefield 2042. So hopefully this new one...
Battlefield Bad Company. Bad Company was that work.
Yeah, Bad Company definitely has some of the best destruction physics in the game. So yeah, I want to see buildings get destroyed, toppled. My favorite Battlefield is that Battlefield Bad Company 2, or what was the one where you play as cops versus criminals? That one was called Hardline. All right, let me go back. My favorite Battlefield game was Battlefield Hardline. That was the one where you get to play as cops versus criminals. It was like playing Grand Theft Auto, but in first-person shooter mode with destruction physics and crazy, like the graphics were even better. Yeah, that Frostbite engine does some things. So that's going to be pretty cool. Oh, I forgot to pull up a dad joke, too. Well, we can skip past dad joke. You got a dad joke for us before I go into our first topic?
Oh, yeah. Do you like tapes and CDs?
No.
Well, will you like when I tape my to your forehead so you can see these?
You said that last week. You said some variation of that. Screw you.
No, I didn't.
Screw you. Oh, you said something about
no, I didn't.
fitness. Do you like fitness? Do you like fitness in your mouth? I had to block that out,
no. That's pretty funny. I said, knock, knock. Who's there? Candace.
Oh, Candace. Yeah, it was Candace. Either way, I remember having to blurp that out. All right. Coming up, get me throw it off. Topic number 1. Do you think Deadpool 3, when it comes out this year, is going to be able to reach $1 billion in gross box office revenue?
$1 billion? I think that it can, yes. But I think about 800 million is probably more realistic. Oh, thank you.
We do have some superhero fatigue setting in. This movie is going to hope to combat.
Yeah, but Deadpool is different. Deadpool is different.
Yeah, it's going to hope to combat that by using Wolverine and other guest cameos to combat that superhero fatigue. Because like, oh, that person's in it. Oh, that person's in it. Oh, I saw the commercial. That person's in it. So
I'm gonna say 800 million is my guess. But $1 billion is in the cards for sure.
I definitely wish it would get $1 billion, but 800 million is a fair middle ground. I don't have the budget, but let's see if we can't find out real fast. Oh, what? That's crazy. If that's only the budget? Well, it says the budget is only 110 million. That's extremely low. He's keeping a tight ship.
Especially for an MCU movie.
Right, yeah, he's keeping a tight ship right there. So there was another rumor. I don't know how true this is, but West Philly AJ sent it to me on TikTok. It said that in the 3rd act, they were going to bring a character from She-Hulk. Well, they were going to bring She-Hulk herself in to defeat the villain, and Ryan Reynolds said no, because you're taking away from me and Hugh Jackman, and you're bringing in this character who wasn't well received in her own show. So that was a rumor. I don't know how true that is, because storyline wise, it doesn't make any sense for her to interact with him just yet. They are both silly and break the fourth wall, so that could be the reason. But at the same time, I would expect her to focus on, I guess no, it makes sense now that I said it out loud. She is a fourth wall breaker. He's a fourth wall breaker. Maybe, yes.
It's gonna be like 6 or 7 walls in that room.
Yeah. So maybe I could see how her coming in would have been funny as a cameo, but not her defeating the villain. Maybe I read that wrong. Maybe someone else read that wrong. But he probably just cut her cameo altogether. Was like, hey, nothing against her, but her show wasn't received. We don't want her in it. But I get now that I said
we
it out loud.
definitely don't want her defeating the villain. Why the hell are we watching Deadpool? So yeah, no,
that's why I said that doesn't make any sense. But it's probably been one of those cameos like she punches him out of nowhere, and Deadpool's about to die. Wolverine somehow got back to his own timeline or something. I don't know what's the story going to be. I'm assuming Deadpool picks Wolverine up from Logan like before he is all old and disheveled. That's what I assume is going to happen. Because we know at the end of Deadpool 2, he has the time machine. So I just figured that's going to be the case, and that's how we're going to get all these cameos. So he'll go throughout the timeline and get a bunch of cameos. Yeah, whatever. That's my guess. It's time for Sipping Tea. So if it's your first time watching, this is our rant section. We just talk about a rant. I got a rant for you. So I was out at the bar with Elbow and with Mr. Fresh. And Elbow gonna say to me, I need to be putting out 2 shorts a day. Let me tell you how much of a burnout he trying to cost me. God damn, folks, what y'all think? 2 shorts a day? Will that flood your inbox? Are you gonna be annoyed with those notifications if you get 2 YouTube shorts a day? That's 60 in a month. Y'all let me know. I'll try it. I was going to try it for 30 days to see how it would affect the channel, whether people would be like, oh, cool, I'm checking for you now because there's all these things. Because if you do so many, they might not have the best quality because now I'm trying to rush to get them out. Or you thinking, just do 1, see what happens. So right now it's like 1.
Do at least 1 and try to do 2.
Yeah, that was just my rant. I was like, this don't even know all this editing, and then sometimes I'll do a YouTube short with my own voice, and then sometimes I'll do it with the robot voice because I ain't got time to record. I might have stuff in the background. Somehow little D Cypher sleep. Somehow he actually on his nap time. I got lucky, but I ain't always lucky. What rant you got for me, Elbow?
My rant. So yesterday was my little brother's birthday. We're going out tonight.
Happy birthday.
We're not gonna get to the club until 10:30. I'm not going to get back to my house until about 5 a.m.
Oh, no. See, I'm too old for that. I can't.
We're going to hit an after-hours spot, most likely. Pray for me, boys. Pray for me.
Yeah, he crazy.
I don't know. I might have to take a nap as soon as I get off of a dumb podcast. I'm taking a nap.
I could never. When we were at the bar, he was talking about, you going home or you staying out? I'm like, I'm going home. Talking about, don't be disrespecting me like that. Don't even ask me like that. What are you doing? Asking me these questions. I'm going home to my bed.
We don't do that yet.
Oh, speaking of Little D Cypher, he's here. Hi. Don't touch the mic. Don't touch it. Let me get you. All right.
Yelling at the mic.
Topic number 2. Who would you rather have as an enemy? Patrick Bateman from American Psycho or Alonzo Harris from Training Day?
Bateman. For sure. Bateman.
Yeah, Bateman for sure. Because if I'm in New York, I can move around. There's a lot of cities. He ain't gonna see me no more. California a little bit more open. And he's also Alonzo Harris. He's also a cop.
Yeah, he's a cop.
He gonna pull me over for some bullshit and shoot me.
He gonna
plant some drugs on me. Yeah.
And he's just like such a petty, mean little man, dude. Like, not him. Not so, bro. Not so. It's gonna have to be Bateman for sure. And I hate to bring this up in every podcast, but I would just shoot this dude.
Which one? Who you shooting? You ain't shooting Alonzo Harris.
Bateman,
You done?
Bateman.
Oh, I was about to say.
Bateman breaks into my home and try to kidnap me or murder me or something. Bang.
The only people who can get away with shooting Alonzo Harris. Oh shoot! All right, now Little Cypher gotta go. You hitting too many things. The only people who can get away with shooting Alonzo Harris was all those Russians because they were like 30 deep and they was like bow 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 bow.
And at that point, he had already burned so many bridges. Like I'm assuming it's Alonzo like on a normal day, not like when he owes the Russian mob a bunch of money and you have to give it to him by midnight.
Oh yeah. Definitely not that one because he's already got too much stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
But yeah, my answer is that as well, Patrick Bateman, just because I feel like I can dip and dodge, get away from him. But with a crooked cop or a detective at that, not just a cop, because he can be plain clothes. He's a detective. He can get anywhere, access anything, bribe anybody. So you at work or something and you thinking, oh, I work security at a stadium. He can't just come in here. Nope. He's flashing his badge. Hey, I need to come in here and check something real fast. And you know I saw you skimming off the top last week. Like, he'll say some crazy stuff. I have a very terrible Denzel impersonation. He'll say some crazy stuff to get in, and he'll get you.
My nigga, you know, I saw you last week. What you was doing? Now put your goddamn hands on the. He went, put your goddamn hands on the. I'll be like, God dang it.
Exactly. All right, ad time. Today's episode is sponsored by CypherSpit.com. So, Sly's Gaming Revolution helped me build the new website. So if you go to CypherSpit.com, it's still under construction, but you can start to see the formulation of it, and it is beautiful. The site is amazing. So I will try to remember to tag his handle on YouTube, because you can tag handles, and then go to his page, just say thank you or say, hi Sly. And yeah, like I said, the new site looks really good. We switched from, well, if I say names, I'm not sponsored, so I'm not telling you. We switched from some site to another site. I'll tell you guys in the comments if you really want to know. All right, topic number 3. It's time to play Guess the Movie. I'm so excited about this. All right, it's time to play Guess the Movie. Today's theme is going to be Guess the Video Game Character. So I went through the list of most popular or most recognizable video game characters, and you're going to see how well you can do out of 10. Starting up with this creepy fella. Who is this?
That is Luigi.
And survey says that is correct. That is Luigi Mario of the infamous Mario Brothers. All right, let's see. Who do we have next?
That's DK.
That is DK. Who is this creepy little thing of a Bob?
This is Spyro.
Let's see. Could it be? It is Spyro. That's correct. That is correct. So far, 3 out of 10. Very good. Very good. Now it's working. Who is this ugly bugger?
That is Crash Bandicoot with a dripped out ass jacket.
No getting this guy. He's on point. All right. So far, he's on a hot streak. Perfect score. Let's see if we can't stump him with this next one.
That is Nathan Drake.
Got it right. Nathan Drake. Bonus point if you can figure out which game this is from.
That is Uncharted 3.
Full name. Uncharted 3 what?
No, Thieves End is 4. What is 3? Something about a thief. Yeah, I don't remember 3. What was it? Thieves what?
Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception.
Drake's Deception.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's see. Can you figure out who this is?
This is Kratos.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Am I sure about that? I don't know now that you ask.
Think on it.
That's Kratos. That's Kratos. That's Kratos.
Let's see. He's going Kratos. Show me Kratos on the board. It's Kratos. You got it. I tried to see if I can get you. He's like, nope. I am resolute in my determination. Who is this fella? Short guy.
That is Mario.
Mario of the, well, very famous Mario Brothers. Perfect score. I should have went for more obscure characters. Who's this? You got an obscure character. I tricked you. Who's this?
I don't know. I want to say Master Chief here.
He wants to say Master Chief. Why don't you say Master Chief? Have some courage.
I'm going to say Master Chief.
Are you sure? We're locking it in, Master Chief?
I'm not sure. You know who this looks like is those video game characters from GTA 5, like the Intergalactic Space Marines.
To me, it looks like Doom Guy. That's what it looks like to me.
I think it's Master Chief. I'm going Master Chief.
We're going Master Chief. Let's lock it in. Show me Master Chief on the board. Ding, ding, ding. It is Master Chief. This man can't be defeated. All right. Time to guess the movie. Who is this person? What is this person? How is this person?
Is a hedgehog. That is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Is he right, folks? Or is he wrong? Let's see. He's correct. Oh, he did it again. All right, these have been too
really
easy.
Sold it. He's grinding.
I'm grinding too, but you don't see me guessing correctly. And last, but certainly not least, guess the movie. Who is this?
I don't know.
Oh, will this defeat his perfect score?
Is this the last one?
This is the last one.
Shit, I want that 10. I want to say Lara Croft, but I don't think that that's Lara Croft. Crap. These are famous video game characters. You typed in most famous video game characters?
Yes.
You know what? I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. I put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going Lara Croft.
Lara Croft. For all the marbles, for a perfect 10, show me Lara Croft. Ding, ding, ding! And I didn't pick the stereotypical Lara Croft. I went with modern day Lara Croft, and he still got it. My man, 50 grand. Wow, Elbow. How do you feel today? Perfect score. Gosh darn.
I feel perfect. Perfect.
All right, we definitely got it. Moving right along onto Fresh Off the Pot. Let's take a look at some of the comments from the people here on YouTube. I asked the community, I said, hey, which PlayStation game would you rather have? It was a choice between Infamous 4, what was the other games? Uncharted 5, The Last of Us Part 3, or Days Gone 2. And Grandma 3 said Uncharted. Great game, probably shitty execution.
Uncharted?
Yeah. I Heart Dash says Infamous 4, and please let it have character customization. That'd be interesting. Create your own character, but then wouldn't that turn it into that DC Universe Online? Well, not online, but you probably wouldn't get as strong of a character if it's character customization.
What was that game? We played this all together like 20 years ago. Prototype. Remember Prototype? That game was cool. It was like a darker, grittier Infamous.
Yeah. And it had, I think, better destruction. Yeah, Infamous didn't have any destruction. This, you could destroy buildings, if I can recall correctly. I think it had some form of destruction because it was tanks that could shoot stuff. So yeah, Infamous was really good. I'm sorry, Prototype was really good. Both of them were good. I also asked the audience, I said, hey, would you rather have a guaranteed $10,000 or have a 50-50 chance to win $10 million, or if you lose that bet, you get $3 million in debt? So Elliot Stokes 3917 said, my idea was if I hit the debt, F them. I'm never going to make that much money. Good luck getting it back. So he's taking 50-50. And then Kilometer Dark Raka or Dakaraka says, I'm reading that wrong, sorry. Without the debt, I'd easily take the risk because I can make 10,000 easily eventually, but 3 million in debt makes life miserable and for generations of my family. Don't worry, most debt does not pass over to your family, so you'll be good on that. Most debt. I think student loan debt's the one where they coming for your grandkids. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Student loans are coming for you. Now, most of the audience in that poll,
debt.
Yeah, most of the audience in that poll took the guaranteed 10,000. They ain't taking that risk for $3 million in debt.
Again, most people who vote on YouTube polls are children. $10,000 to a child seems like a lot of money. I would take the 50-50 chance.
Now, what if you end up in $3 million in debt? What's your plan? Never pay it back, or you like, screw it, I'll try to pay it back?
Yeah, I'm never gonna pay it back.
Oh, so for you, it ain't even really much to lose. It's like, yeah, I'm gambling, baby. I'm gambling.
I mean, I would pay it off every month, like a little bit every month, but they know I'm not paying it back, and I know I'm not paying it back. Let's just keep it real.
All right, what if this time this debt transfers to your kids and your kids' kids until it's paid back?
I don't like my kids.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's make it a little bit more scary. YouTube might have to have me cut this part out. What if the thing was a 50-50 chance between winning 10 million or being castrated?
See, that's a little bit worse.
Yeah. Thank you, YouTube. I used a different word so that you wouldn't catch what I just said. Thank you, Elbow, for being intelligent to go to the school we went to, so we know that word.
The stones and the pillar? Or...
Yes, hot pincer cuts off both, leaves you with a nub. Kendall.
Kendall.
Yeah. I don't know how you would wee-wee after that point. Like, how you would...
I would just you probably pee out your butt.
Rough one.
Yeah, dude, screw it.
I'm not taking that chance.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah, I'm not risking it. Not for no 50-50 odds. You'd have to be 90-10
most of the stuff
odds.
That I would do, most of the stuff that I would do with $10 million is sexual. Like, I would go to Italy with my wife, and we will, where Kanye West was getting. Wait, I can't say getting.
Oh, don't worry. All that's going on the Patreon episode. I can already see, folks. That's going on the Patreon one.
Remember when Kanye West was in Venice getting on the canals? Bro, that's awesome. That's the first thing I would go do.
But yeah, and I still wouldn't take the risk. It would have to be like 1 in 1,000 odds. I can't risk my jewels and my rod for that one. That's too much. It's too risky. All right. Take us to the gun line, boss. What you got for us?
All right. Well, a couple of months ago, an Ecuadorian drug lord was arrested. He's the head of the cartel down there. He was in prison, and a bunch of his members took over a TV station with guns. They start opening fire live on air and just messing with the anchors of this news station, putting dynamite in their pockets and acting like they're gonna light it, putting them on the floor, tying them up, right? So all these cops go to the TV station, like, yo, what the heck? Like, these people are like, hold on, messages in there. While all the police were distracted, this guy escaped prison. 34 inmates escaped. 17 were later apprehended, but that means 17 just got away. While the police were distracted. That's what I was thinking. It's like so totally El Chapo, dude. That's so badass, bro.
Look at me. I am the anchor now.
And it was a little bit less than a dozen guys who took over the police station. They all were arrested. So really, that's a fair trade, you know? Like, you get 10 guys, you lose 17. That's a fair trade. We got 7 guys out on the street, more than we had. That's a chess
move. Yeah, that's a chess move right there. Sacrifice the pawns, and they probably paid their family, you know, maybe $1,000.
Oh yeah, they're gonna take care of the family. They're gonna take care of the family. They didn't kill anybody. They didn't really hurt anybody. What are the charges gonna be?
Just terrorism, general terrorism, because it's a
general terrorism. Yeah. How long will they be in jail? Less than 10 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the Ecuadorian justice system worked, but it was America, less than 10 years.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right. I forgot what I said at the end of Gunline. Shoot them. I don't remember. All right. Time for topic of the show. Tots. What do you think of the old God of War? What do you think the old God of War games did better than the new God of War games?
Boss fights.
Did you like the quick time events? I felt like they were more epic in scale and more cinematic.
No, I don't care for quick time events ever in any game, except Telltale games, because those are the only time you're actually doing anything.
I liked them in God of War. God of War was one of the first, if not Resident Evil, one of them. But it got
Heavenly Sword.
Oh, I feel like forgot about Heavenly Sword.
I feel like that was the first game I ever played that had the quick time events like that.
Shout out to Heavenly Sword. You know, Andy Serkis actually was the dad or the king or something in that game. Andy Serkis was in that game. Yeah.
Nice.
How do you feel about Kratos? So another like side topic to go along with this, the original creator of God of War, David Jaffe, he was saying that he doesn't like what Sony did with Kratos in the new reboot. He said that's not my Kratos. Kratos was he said, well, sorry, I'll put his quote in the edited one, so I'm just going to try to paraphrase as best as I can right now. He was saying that I don't care what you guys are going through at the studio, and you wanted to make a more grown-up version of it. Basically, they took his baby and put the devs, they took his baby and put their problems on Kratos. Oh, I'm a dad now, I'm a father now, I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that. And David Jaffe was like, fuck you, why would you do that to my character? Like, do that with your own shit, create a new character. He's like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but fuck you. My character, again, I'm paraphrasing.
David Jaffe is the George Lucas that we deserve.
Yeah, he's like, my character is like, he's this. He doesn't evolve. He killed his family by accident, and he's angry. You've made him mature and nuanced. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I think that he screwed up by selling his own intellectual property, so it's his dang fault he doesn't own Kratos anymore.
That's a Sylvester Stallone ass thing to say, because you know Sylvester Stallone never owned Rocky. He pitched it and wrote it, but in order to get it made, he had to sell the rights to it. So, you know, that's messed up. You say that because Sylvester Stallone was also angry at Creed 2. He's like, this is dark. I don't like this. You took my baby and you made it dark. It's just like what David Jaffe was saying.
Does Sylvester Stallone make money every time they make a Rocky movie?
I don't know. I think he makes money off of, because I think he still produces them. He just didn't want to star in it. I don't remember about Creed 2, but I know it was some controversy because he didn't star in it. He probably still produced it. So yeah, he might still make money, yes.
Well, then shut up and take your money.
Got him. Now, if someone... Oh, so you haven't created anything. I get it. I created a few things like comic book characters and maybe, I guess, rap music. So if someone took that and they made it a weird, twisted way, if they evolved it and it was more nuanced, I'd probably be like, oh, that's my baby. I didn't mean it to be like that. But I don't mind it. Like I said, I forgot which song it was. We did, maybe it was Step on Stage or something like that. It was one of the songs I did, and it was like, I said a line, was like, I said a line, it was like, swagger like a jet plane, so that mean I'm super fly. And then Sir Fresh came and he took that clip and put it into a hook. He sampled it, and it was really cool, and I loved it. So I'm not that type of person to get mad if someone takes my quote-unquote baby and...
Did he clear the sample?
Like, no, but it was okay. He didn't clear the sample, I guess. Like, he didn't call me and say, hey, can I get this sample? But I would have, I don't give a shit. I would have gladly be like, yo, sample all of this. But I get it, though. Like, I'm trying to think if I created a comic book character. All right, say I created a comic book character, and he was all angry and all the time, and then they made him just a dad, and he's not angry. I don't know. It would depend on how emotionally attached I am to it. Maybe because that's David Jaffe's best project, he's very emotionally attached to it. Because he did come out with a game later. It was a cartoon graphic style game. It was a shooting game, but it didn't do well. It launched on PS Plus, so everybody could play it for free, but nobody really did.
It was trash.
And coming in at the end, folks, that is West Philly AJ. Yeah, we were right on topic number 4. So let me ask you, what do you think of the old God of War games versus the new God of War games?
I like the old God of War games a lot better because to me, it was more action, more so. I didn't care about the dialogue. I was like getting down and busy. This one more story based.
I said I like the boss fights better.
Yeah. So picture like this. This one, the new ones is better storytelling, but the old one got better like action in it. That's what it is. That's how I feel about them.
Yeah, the original.
More action, you got me.
Yep, I was telling Elbow, the original creator, David Jaffe, he was saying he doesn't like that the devs put their grown-up adult problems onto Kratos, being like a parent, being introspective, trying to deal with fatherhood. It was like that. I didn't create him for that. I didn't make him for that.
In reality, that makes sense. If you watch Percy Jackson or read the book in Greek mythology, that's what goes down. So it makes sense. It wasn't like they was off topic.
Well, in a sense they were. They took him from Greek mythology to Asgardian, or sorry, Norse mythology.
I forgot about that part.
But
I forgot about that.
That's okay.
Tell me this. Can you guys tell me this? How come any story, movie told in ancient Greece or ancient Rome why do they have British accents?
Wait. Say that again. Ancient Rome, they have British accents?
Any story told in ancient Greece or ancient Rome, they always have British accent.
Why is that? And never know real Greece.
Is that because they captured? No. How would England have captured? No, it doesn't have anything to do with colonization. I don't know. Good question. What's the answer?
I'm asking y'all.
Oh, I thought this was like you actually had a tidbit, like a fact, like England somehow existed before Rome. I was like, that's what I thought you were about to say. Like England existed before Rome, and they conquered that.
So if you watch Spartacus,
if you watch, oh crap, sorry, my headphone just died. If you watch like
Spartacus,
Troy, that's like ancient Greece.
But they do have British style accents. Maybe
they have British accents.
Maybe that's just because that's the closest dialect because you can't speak. I don't know, Latin, so that's the closest thing to just speak English, but
Greek?
Speak it.
All right, so I got a question. So when you hear Giannis,
Italian,
talk.
I don't want no Italian accent. You don't want to watch that. That's gonna be boring.
So when Giannis talk elbow, how do you think he sound? Because he's Greece. He's from Greece.
He just sounds foreign. French. He doesn't sound British.
Oh, to me, he sounded a little bit French.
No, he doesn't sound French.
That's why. Then that makes sense now. I just said it.
He just sounds foreign. He doesn't sound. I know he doesn't sound British though.
Yeah, he doesn't sound British. Nope.
But he said, who does say he sound British? Who said that?
No, he said he doesn't. He does not sound British. I said he sounded French to me. To me, he sounded French.
What's that other movie called? My Greek Wedding? What is it called?
Oh, My Big Fat
Greek Wedding.
Yeah, so they Greek, and they had something about European accent, so I understand where they're going with it.
There's no such thing as a European accent.
I get what AJ's trying to say. It's not mainstream enough. You want to sell tickets. So Ridley Scott was making some movie about Egypt, and he cast Christian Bale in the role. And it's like, why'd you cast Christian Bale, a white guy, when Egypt is hella sun, no clouds, everybody would be brown skin?
Yeah, he should look like DJ Khaled. Cast DJ Khaled.
So what Ridley Scott said was, I don't care about historical accuracy. I care about what's going to sell. So he put it clear as day, like that. Like, I don't care about historical accuracy. I just want to make what's going to sell. Like, what's going to be marketable? Christian Bale's a great actor. He's going to be marketable.
It's like, why'd you make Alien a big black monster and make Ripley a white woman? Don't you think that's kind of what the hell do you call it? Insensitive?
Insensitive.
Ridley Scott's like, screw that. Ellen Ripley's awesome.
That's the whole movie industry about that. That was.
But yeah, any final thoughts before I let you guys go?
That's it for me.
All right, well, yeah, that was it. You came at the last. Well, as always, folks, if you want to hear your topic on the show, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and more, and we'll see you next week. Actually, we'll probably see you 2 weeks from now because I'll have us go back to a live format. So we'll catch you sometime. Same black time eventually. Same black channel. We out.